You've probably been there. You meet a woman, everything feels right, you think she's the one. But slowly, something shifts. You start noticing little things, small jabs, strange silences, subtle disrespect. At first, you brush it off. You tell yourself, it's nothing, I'm just overthinking. But here's the truth, you're not overthinking, you're seeing the signs. So if you notice even one of these 5 signs, seriously think about leaving. Because when a woman starts crossing certain lines, it's not about love anymore. It's about control. It's about ego. And if you don't catch it early, she'll slowly take pieces of your confidence until there's nothing left. In this video, we'll talk about 5 signs every man needs to recognize. The moments that tell you it's time to walk away, no matter how much you think you love her. This isn't about bitterness or hate. It's about self-respect, the foundation of every strong man. Because when a woman starts testing your limits, your silence and your boundaries become the most powerful answers you can give. So let's break it down. The 5 signs that tell you she's not for you, and what to do when she shows them. Sign 1. She gaslights you into doubting yourself. It always starts small. You bring up something that bothered you, maybe how she spoke to another guy, or how she ignored you when you needed her. Instead of listening, she looks straight into your eyes and says, "What are you talking about? That never happened." You pause. You know what you saw, you know what you felt, yet somehow she makes you question it. That's not love. That's gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone slowly rewrites your reality until you begin to doubt your own mind. You start wondering, am I crazy? Am I too sensitive? And before you know it, you're apologizing for things you didn't do and defending yourself for emotions you're allowed to have. She tells you that you misunderstood, that you overreacted, or that you always make things a big deal. But what she's really doing is making you doubt your truth so she can stay in control. A Stoic man sees through this. He knows that emotional confusion is the favorite weapon of manipulation. He pauses, he observes, he doesn't argue about memories or chase validation because his peace doesn't depend on someone else's version of the truth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." That's your guide. If she's distorting truth to make herself look innocent, she's not your partner. She's your test. Remember this. Love doesn't make you question your sanity. It makes you feel safe in it. And the moment a woman starts making you doubt yourself, it's not a relationship anymore. It's a mind game. Walk away before you lose the man you used to be. Sign 2. She has no respect for your boundaries. Every strong man knows. Peace requires boundaries. They are not walls to keep love out. They are doors that decide who gets to enter your life and how far they can go. But when a woman has no respect for those lines, she doesn't love you, she consumes you. You tell her, "I need a little space today." She rolls her eyes, calls you distant, and demands more attention. You say, "I don't like it when you talk to that guy." And she laughs, "You're just being insecure." You draw a line, and she steps over it with a smile, daring you to do something about it. That's not confidence, that's control. And the moment you allow it, she learns one thing. Your limits mean nothing. A Stoic man doesn't set boundaries to control others. He sets them to protect his inner order. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That mastery includes knowing when to say no and standing by it, calmly but firmly. Because every time you let someone disrespect your boundaries, you trade a piece of peace for temporary comfort. And here's the truth. She won't stop taking until there's nothing left of you to take. So stop explaining your limits to people who benefit from breaking them. The woman who truly values you will never make you fight for your right to be respected. And if she can't handle a boundary, she doesn't deserve the man who built it. Walk away, not to prove a point, but to protect your peace. Sign 3. She always plays the victim. Here's a hard truth most men learn too late. Some women never take responsibility. No matter what happens, somehow it's always your fault. She lies to you, but says she did it because you made her feel insecure. She yells and blames you for pushing her too far. She withdraws and says it's because you didn't love her enough. Every story ends with you as the villain. And the worst part? You start believing it. You apologize for her mistakes. You walk on eggshells just to keep the peace. But what she's really doing is rewriting accountability, shifting the weight of her actions onto your shoulders. That's not love. That's emotional manipulation dressed as helplessness. A Stoic man recognizes the trap. He knows that sympathy is powerful, and in the wrong hands it becomes a weapon. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If you keep accepting guilt that isn't yours, soon your soul starts to believe you're the problem. Real love is partnership, not prosecution. It's two people facing challenges together, not one person playing the victim while the other plays the fool. So when every argument ends with her crying, deflecting, or blaming, pause. See the pattern for what it is, a shield against accountability. A woman who never admits her faults doesn't want growth. She wants control. And no man can thrive in a relationship where truth is punished and guilt is rewarded. Walk away from her drama and walk back to your dignity. Sign 4. She disrespects your time. Time, it's the only currency you can never earn back. And yet some women treat it like it's disposable. She cancels plans at the last minute. She keeps you waiting while she figures things out. She scrolls through her phone when she's with you, half there, half gone. And when you finally speak up, she shrugs it off. You're overreacting, it's not a big deal. But here's the truth. It is a big deal. Because every time she wastes your time, she's quietly saying, "My world matters more than yours." And the man who tolerates that teaches her that his time, his mission, his purpose are all negotiable. That his life can be rearranged to fit her mood. A Stoic man knows better. He guards his time like a warrior guards his blade. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." That's not just philosophy. It's a reminder that your hours are sacred. When she values you, she respects your time. She shows up, she communicates, she keeps her word. But if she treats your time carelessly now, she'll waste your life later. Because how someone treats your minutes is exactly how they'll treat your years. So don't plead, don't chase, withdraw your presence and protect your peace. Let her see what life feels like without the man whose time she took for granted. That's not revenge, that's self-respect. Sign 5. She stops trying. In the beginning, everything felt effortless. She cared, she smiled more, she made time for you. She'd dress up for your dates, send those random good morning texts, and look at you like you were the only man in the world. But lately, something's changed. Her effort has disappeared, slowly, quietly, almost like it slipped through the cracks. She no longer asks about your day, she scrolls while you talk, she doesn't plan, she doesn't try. Here's what most men do. They double their effort, hoping she'll match it. They start chasing harder, fixing things she broke and begging for the spark to come back. But that never works, because the moment you start working harder to keep her interested, you've already lost your balance. A Stoic man knows that love, like respect, can't be forced. When someone stops trying, they're quietly telling you, "I don't value what we've built enough to maintain it." And this is where your discipline matters most. Don't fight for someone who's already checked out emotionally. Instead, reclaim your energy and reinvest it in yourself. Because the truth is, effort is love made visible. And if she can't be bothered to show that, then staying only teaches her that your standards are optional. You deserve reciprocity, not convenience. You deserve presence, not absence. So when her effort dies, don't beg for revival. walk away with your dignity intact. Because the man who knows when to leave is the man she'll remember long after you're gone. Not for the chase, but for the calm certainty that he knew his worth. Conclusion. The Stoic man's choice. If she gaslights you, crosses your boundaries, plays the victim, wastes your time, or stops trying, you already have your answer. The truth is, walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's the quiet strength of a man who knows that peace of mind is worth more than temporary affection. Most men stay too long, hoping she'll change. They tell themselves, it'll get better, she'll see my effort. But a Stoic man sees clearly. He doesn't wait for storms to calm. He builds himself a shelter and walks into peace. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." And that's what this is about. Being the man who refuses to lose himself trying to keep someone else. Being the man who chooses dignity over drama, clarity over chaos. Because in the end, love isn't about who stays the longest. It's about who brings out the best in you. If she drains your energy, clouds your vision, or makes you question your worth, then letting her go isn't abandonment, it's alignment. You're not punishing her by leaving, you're protecting your soul. And one day when she realizes that your silence wasn't revenge but peace, that your absence wasn't anger but clarity, she'll understand what she lost. So if your woman does these things, don't beg, don't fight, leave her. Calmly, completely, stoically, because the man who walks away for his peace is the one who truly wins in the end. Thank you for watching Stoic Wisdom today. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these 5 her signs would make you leave her, and why? Drop a sentence in the comments below. Your experience might help another man see what he's been missing. If this message landed with you, do one thing right now. Like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next lesson on strength, standards, and modern stoicism. Share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay calm, stay grounded, stay stoic.